just post that? You've got to. I mean, there it is. Yes.
How are you going to stream?
Alright, let's make sure everything is all set up here. Got that going, got this going, got that up there. Got a drink. Finally learned how to do a countdown clock. Let me go on to this, just so that they can see things. Oh, it went. It's pretty big on that. And we're live. We are live with conference finals, TPL prime time, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on here? It is your boy Joe DeFlamin here, coach of the Atlanta Talon Flames. Yes, I'm wearing an ATL jersey. Yes, I got the game on. Do I like the Hawks? Not so much. I'm not a basketball guy. But it is playoff time, people. We are going to watch the playoffs, the conference semifinals. I mean, yes, I got all this stuff here, all of the Rogue Energy stuff. By the way, use code Joe DeFlamin for 10% off your order right now with Rogue Energy. And oh, Trey, you can't make the turnover, bro. Can't turn it over. Offensive foul. Looks like it was on Embiid. Okay. We're trying to get everybody in. We're trying to get a lot of people in. Oop, don't need that opened up. Don't need that opened up. Go here. Okay, that's there. Let me go here real quick. I'm just going to promote the stream a little bit. And I'll copy that message. Go to here. Try to get as many people as we can in here before we go. Oh, didn't mean to put that plug in there because I mean it's technically not that. Twitch, YouTube. Dang it. That. I wonder if his server is going to Sweet. All right, that one's done. Shameless plugs. Get that one there. NCP live streams plug. That one's done. Shameless plugging. Okay, I think I got every league that I'm in. Do a plug also here. Now, alright, I think we got every server. Actually, you know, what the heck, just... Alright, we got that. You know what, give me a second on that, Jiggly. I'm gonna go get something. Oh wait, I need it. I don't need to get it. Why am I going to get it? Coin toss. We're gonna do a coin toss live on Twitch, guys. Winner of that. So I want to get the other guys in. I want to get Gert. I want to get Malium. We gotta get Frostlass in here because that way we can do that. That way we can get them and everything. Let me just make sure also. Before I do that, guys, let me also see this. Tell me if this is too loud for you. If that's too loud, let me know and I'll lower it. Good volume. Perfect. Thank you, Yarn. Congratulations, by the way, dude. Congratulations to you, to Maddie, to all of Tech Team on your graduation from high school. You guys are now officially done with all of Early's antics. Oh, Early. Never like his name. Alright. So let me rewind it and then we'll set that up. Alright. So we got Malium, we got Jiggly in here. Wait, come on, people. We got stuff to do. We got time limits to do. Trying to view that because we don't care. Come on, people. We need the lead. I'm trying to get as much as I can in here. But if anything, I see Malium in here and I see Jiggly in here. So we got two of you guys in here. And since Jiggly was the first, Malium, if you can hear me on this, I want you to call it right now. Call heads or tails in the chat. Call heads or tails. We're going to do a coin toss. Whichever one wins will determine it. So if you call it and you're right, we start with your match. If you call it and you lose, we start with the other match. Cool? And also, I wonder if they can. I wonder if you guys can hear me properly. Well, yeah, you guys can definitely hear me because this thing was like way too loud. Should be better now with the microphone. Should be better there. So, Malium, or because just because Jiggly was one of the first in the chat, let's get the coin toss off. So, I mean, I guess people don't want to. Oh my God, he was so wide on that shot. Step back for two. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, this is kind of why I didn't want to. It's part of why I didn't want to. Let me try it. Alright, that was short. Rebound by Young. Oh! And he's doing push-ups now on the court. I guess the league doesn't want to be in this, which is sad. I'm not trying to be a stickler. I'm not trying to hold people down on this, but it's like I felt like this was going to be a fun thing to do, but what is going on with the league itself? Like why aren't they joining? Like when it came to like when Ryan is it. Come on, people! I'm trying to have a fun thing with y'all. Oh, I got the friendly bounce. Oh, paying it heads. All right, heads it is. We flipping tails. So Malium, you lost, which means we start with the Kanto finals between Gert of the Old English Ice Cube and Badass Frostless or Matthew of the Indiana Tracers. So we're going to get started with that right now. And first and foremost, we need the audio for this. And let's do this. Alright, so we see that Gert is getting set up with this. Now he said that there was that he had commentary, but we muted it because Gert did not want the commentary to be made on this battle itself. Alright, battle begins. Let's see what he brings. We're going to do a little fun preview of each match, of each Pokemon, real quick. Okay, so we see Matthew brought Kamo-O, Gothitelle, PZ, Lantern, Alolan Persian, and Scolipede. So he's got an Omni Boost, Shadow Tag, Adaptability, Volt or Water Absorb, because nobody would ever think to bring Illuminate on Lantern. I mean, that ability is useless in competitive. Alolan Persian, if I remember correctly, it has Fur Coat, and then Rattled, I think, is its other ability, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then we see Scolipede. Scolipede, we know it's going to be Speed Boost. We know that for a fact. I doubt it would be Swarm, and I doubt it would be Poison Point also, for that matter. So, honestly, the way that I would probably see Matthew leading it would be Scolipede. Try to do maybe like a Protect or Substitute instead of Speed Boost. Meanwhile, for Gerd, we see that he has Assault Vest, Tornadus, Shuckaberry, Galarian Slowking, Culberberry, Uxie, Thick Club, Marowak, Shocker, because of course Marowak with a Thick Club. 2 Scoops with the Choice Specs, and Haley with the Leftovers. I'm assuming there's a reference there that I'm not picking up with Primarina, especially the fact that it's male, and Haley's usually a young girl's name, or just a girl's name in general. Okay. So let's see what we're going to see. Now, I personally think that the lead for the Indiana Tracers is Scolipede. Now, this is our first 1v5 matchup. I forgot to also mention that. So 1v5. Both conference champions, or championships, are the 1 seed versus the 5 seed. So we have to keep that in mind. We see that Gert is deciding to lead. It looks to be Rain the Uxie. Or not. Let's see what he's deciding. Nope, he is going to lead Uxie. Have Galarian Slowking second, Tornadus third, Marowak fourth, Vanillix fifth, and Primarina sixth. Now keep in mind, by the rules of this league, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew can legally Dynamax any of his 6 Mons. Meanwhile, Gert is not allowed to max Uxie or Therian Tornadus. And Bill locks in first, followed by Matthew. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Old English Ice Cube welcome in the Indiana Tracers. Who will be the Kanto Conference champion? Let's find out. Zooted is we led with Lantern. Ooh, okay. Lantern versus Uxie. Very interesting, as Uxie goes straight for the rocks. Uses Stealth Rocks, gets that set up. So Matthew now has to deal with hazards. And Zooted goes for Thunder Wave. So Uxie is now paralyzed. A Toxic is now being brought out. Let's see what happens here. Volt Switch comes out. Okay, so Lantern returns back to Matthew. Garfile is Alolan Persian, who takes the Stealth Rock damage, and the Toxic comes out big. Toxic, way to break through the paralysis. Uxie, so the Persian is now poisoned badly, and that thing is on a timer. So now what does Gert want to do? He's parried, he goes for D-Gleam, Knockoff comes out, activates the Culberberry. So I don't know if this will do... Ooh, it didn't do much damage at all. Brain used Dazzling Gleam. The Persian was Roselli Berry. Ooh, we got a lot of berries. Okay, so Persian now is at 2 of 16 on poison damage, down to below half. Gert's thinking about his next move here. Does he risk another attack? Goes for Toxic. Parting. Oh my. Oh. What is this Persian gonna switch into? Because if he breaks through paralysis, Bugsy Mogs, that's Scolipede, so the Toxic will not do any damage, but the Stealth Rock comes out, and it's not Speed Boost, it doesn't look like, but in comes Galarian Slowking. Mega Horn comes out. This is going to do some damage. Just under 50% it looks like. Maybe about 45% it looked like there. But the Speed Boost did activate. Okay, so Parting Shot does not bring up the Speed Boost. Good to note. Because it's technically the Pokemon coming in. Now I get that, which makes perfect sense. Goes for Eerie Spell. EQ comes out, and out comes Shucka Berry. Let's see how much this is going to do. Not a lot of damage because of the Shucka Berry. Meanwhile, Eerie Spell comes out, and Scolipede is down for the count. The Ice Cube take an early 6-5 advantage right now. And one of their Pokemon is badly poisoned, and there's Stealth Rocks. Let's see, what are the Tracers going to do to respond? Burgers. That's a Gothitelle. So in comes the Shadow Tag, we know that. Disable. T-Bolt. Okay. So he disables the Thunderbolt. And the Gothitelle is lefties. Yep. Shadow Tag is activated. That Slowking is guaranteed to stay. Taunt. So now Slowking can't do anything except Eerie Spell. Meanwhile, Gothitelle is back to full health. Toxic comes out, doesn't affect Drip. Eerie Spell, let's see how much this does. Not a lot. But it will reduce the PP by 3. So whatever moves are used. So Toxic, Thunderbolt, and Taunt. We don't know what the fourth move is, though. But that Toxic has lost 8 PP in the last 2 turns. Drip shakes off the Taunt. Taunt comes out again. And Thunderbolt's no longer disabled. Thunderbolt comes out. Slowking barely survives. Eerie Spell comes out. And Thunderbolt is reduced. Now Slowking definitely did its job, it appears, ladies and gentlemen. It was able to stall out, or at least survive the Scolipede. And the Eerie Spell definitely has put this Gothitelle on a timer. So Thunderbolt comes out again, and Slowking is down. So we are now 5-all in the Kanto semifinals. We are an even matchup here, folks. And Gothitelle is back to full health. In comes Vanillix. Snow Warning activates, which I think negates the hail damage if I'm not mistaken. Freeze Dry. Vanillix is faster than Gothitelle. Interesting. A Toxic comes out. So Vanillix is now badly poisoned. And if I remember correctly, Hail... Yep, Hail will negate the Leftovers recovery. Meanwhile, 2 Scoops is locked into Freeze Dry. What will the Tracers do? They keep Gothitelle in. Oh, it's a rest. It's a full set of Gothitelle. So Rest, Toxic, Taunt, and Thunderbolt. So let's see if Gerd is able to get the KO here, because this Vanillix is on a timer right now, and it's locked into Freeze Dry. Big crit right there. Huge critical hit. Oh my. That might have just helped out Gerd. Huge right there. That is huge. The hail is going to knock out the Gothitelle. Oh my. That is huge for the Ice Cube. That is huge. That critical hit was massive. Gives Gert a 5-4 advantage now. So now the Tracers, what are they going to do? In comes Alolan Persian. It takes a Stealth Rock damage. It's still badly poisoned. In comes a swap to Primarina. Knockoff comes out. They'll knock off Primarina's lefties. Hail stops. And we know that the Persian was Roselli Berry. Uses Taunt. So Matthew is opting for the sacrifice on the Persian. Presumably to bring in Lantern or PZ. But now the Ice Cube are up 5-3 on the Tracers. Zooted, that is the Lantern. Gerd decides to bring Yuxi back onto the battlefield. Takes a Thunderbolt. Opts to Toxic the Lantern, which is probably the best play in this case. Scald comes out. Can Yuxi break through? It does. So Lantern is now also on a timer. Gerd thinking, does he want to activate the Room of Trickery? Does he want to go for damage? He opts for damage. Gets a little bit of chip. And Lantern takes more toxic damage. And Gert says, UC, thank you for your service. You did well. Lantern takes more damage. Gert bringing in Vanillux, presumably for Freeze Dry. Does opt for Freeze Dry. So Lantern goes down. So the Tracers are down to Kamo-O and I forget the other one right now off the top of my head. Porygon Z. That's what I forgot. PZ. My guess is that Porygon Z is going to max here. It doesn't max, it goes for Tri-Attack. Adaptability knocks it out. And it's Life Orb. So 3v2 right now. Alright, Tornadus comes out. Goes for Focus Blast. I wonder how much this is going to do. I mean, if it hits. Goes for PZ with Protect. Okay, so technically it missed, but it technically didn't. What's also interesting to note is that Focus Blast only has 5. It missed. Tri-Attack. How much is this going to do? Life Orb to Assault Vest with adaptability. Gert opts for the U-turn. What does he want to bring in? He brings in Gert. He's predicting a Tri-Attack. Did he get it right? He got it right! Marowak comes in. Now what does the PZ... Does PZ have Dark Pulse? Makes a swap here back into Torn. PZ had Shadow Ball. He goes for U-turn. And takes down the Porygon Z. So it's Kamo-O for the Tracers and Marowak, Primarina, and Tornadus for the Ice Cube. Let's see what happens here. We are in the end game, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the end game. Socrates. See a Primarina Dynamax, as does Kamo. I know the only... I don't think Kamo gets Thunder Punch. It might, but I know it gets Poison Jab. Let's see what happens here. Max Lightning, it does have Thunder Punch. Ooh, that did a lot. Max Starfall comes out. And the Kamo is down. The Old English Ice Cube. Gerd Bilbo. Bill, he is your Kanto champion! Woohoo! A 3-0 win for the #1 seeded Old English Ice Cube pushes them into the Sceptile Bowl 3. Oh boy! That was intense. Yes, 4-time super effective at the end was definitely going to be probably the end game there. We all know that. But my lord, that was insane. Alright. Whew, boy, that was insane, guys. That was insane. But we've got half of Sceptile Bowl 3 already confirmed. It's the Old English Ice Cube. They're the #1 seed. They just rode their way to the finals. 2 games down, 1 game to go. Alright, let's change up the music here. I think what do I want to do for you know, Hoenn? Let's do Hoenn Elite Four. Let's get into the Hoenn Conference. Now we're on YouTube, guys. So this is College Station Good Bull versus Minnesota Minior. And so we see Garlarian Darmanitan, Amoonguss, Sigilif, Magnezone, Golurk, and Araquanid. Alright, so College Station brings in Incineroar, Dracovish, Nihilego, Klefki, Chansey, and Rillaboom. So, in all fairness, let's pause this real quick. We'll do our setup that we did last time. So we see Incineroar, presumably with Parting Shot, Scarf Dracovish, probably Expert Belt or something on Nihilego. I really don't know much about that thing. I know it's got pathetic physical defense, but like it's really good on the special side. Klefki, last week we saw it on the conference quarterfinals. We saw Klefki was a setup mon with Steel Beam. Chansey, Eviolite Chansey. Always gotta love that stupid thing. And Rillaboom. Eddie, I will say this right now. I'll let you know. Dirt and Old English Ice Cube, the #1 seed in Kanto, they have clinched. They are awaiting the winner of this game in Sceptile Bowl 3. And yes, Sceptile Bowl 3 is my own name for the main championship. I mean, I said we were going to name it the Eduardo Lopez Trophy after you, but clearly you don't want that name, so we got to think of a new name for the trophy. But the bowl, I think, is going to be nice with this because since it's Trico Pokemon League, the main game should be after Sceptile. And so we see that Malium is leading his Golurk first. So it makes you wonder what is going to be the lead for the Good Bowl. Yeah, I was in charge every day of the week. You could tell that was a... Dwight Howard, what are you doing talking like that? That was a charge every day of the week. You put that elbow right in. Peter said 1, 2, boom. Elbow, come on, man. And they call it an they call it and one. Oh, okay. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hoenn Conference. Will it be the 1-seeded Minnesota Minior, or will it be the #5-seeded College Station Good Bull? Battle starts. Ryan is the lead, and that is Nihiliga. I wonder if he nicknamed it after Ryan in Coach of the Augusta Agrons. Now we know Golurk is presumably no guard. Grass Knot Nihiliga. Oh, that is a beautiful play. Oh my. And it's speed oriented. One turn knockout for the Good Bull. They are... Oh boy, what are we gonna see here? I'm gonna see the Amoonguss come out to deal with the Nihiligo. Stomping Tantrum, that's a good move to select. Now what will... Ryan gets withdrawn. Stank. Yeah, he nicknamed... Yeah, it's clear. The Good Bull nicknamed their Pokemon after coaches in the league. So how much is -1 going to do to this? Not a lot. Sounds like this where Water Bubble definitely... I mean, but then again, I mean, Dracovish, so... Goes for knockoff and removes the heavy-duty boots. Wes, the Klefki. Good play. Now Malian brings in Magnezone. I didn't notice it. Let me rewind it real quick because I think it said it was it was Magnet-Pull. Ooh, good play by Malian. That Klefki is now trapped. Iron Defense. He is. Alright. Iron Defense again. Okay, so it appears that Jiggly brought the same Klefki that he brought last week. Light Screen, Reflect, and Steel Beam. Meanwhile, Magnezone is just racking up that defense, racking it up. Let's see what happens here. Jiggly's presumably going to have to sack off that Klefki because there's nothing he can do right now. Steel Beam comes out. And the Magnezone goes up to +6 defense. This thing is a tank right now. +6 with leftovers. So let me move my Incineroar comes out. Body Press. And Magnezone's faster than Incineroar. The Reflect helps out. Will-O-Wisp. Sorry for the little laggy screen, ladies and gentlemen. But the Will-O-Wisp doesn't really do much except negate the leftovers recovery. Stank withdrawn. Malium. Chansey. How much does +6 do on Heavy Light? So this thing will most likely be knocked out. I think he's got... Goes for Body Press again. Makes perfect sense. Chansey with Seismic Toss. Get 50 damage. And again, the burn is negated by the leftovers recovery. And Chansey will go down to this Body Press, assuming it stays in. Chansey goes down. So now it's a Magnezone, still a +6. Reflect wears off. That's big. That is big for the Minior. Ryan comes back out. I wonder if Nihilego gets Earth Power. I don't think it does it? Ooh. That's interesting. And it survives a +6 body points. Alright, so Ryan gets the KO. So Ryan has knocked out both of Malian's Mons. Meanwhile, Magnezone took out Chansey. Alright, Mungus makes a return. Okay, Magnezone indirectly could be credited with the kill there. I forgot about it because, I mean, well, technically it went down to Steel Beam, so it's not really KO on either side. Do we see the... Let's see. College Station making a tough decision here. Mario is trying to decide. Withdraws. Stank Incineroar, second Incineroar. Alright, so Mungus gets the KO on Incineroar. Makes you wonder what is going to happen now. Oh! He is filthy right now. Nihilego returns. Power Gem. So I wonder if Nihilego is Specs then. It doesn't matter because Nihilego is down. And here he is, the fish. Maxing the dragon. All for the rain. Maybe for the rain or maybe for the... Max Wormwind takes out the Amoonguss. Life Orb Dracovic. Ooh. Okay. Alright, in comes Galarian Darmanitan. Icy Crash. There's a good chunk. Max Rockfall, which is to be expected. So it's Life Orb plus Sand Rush, I'm assuming. Alright, so what is going to happen here? This is a good matchup right now, folks. And Araquanid comes in. We stall out the Dynamax here. That's the most important question. Maliam's thinking, he's like, what should I do? What do I do? What do I do now? What do I do now? And he clicks Protect. And he stalls out the Dynamax. Alright, so... does he go for Vicious Rend here? I don't think so. Goes for Outrage. Alright, he's locked into that. Alright, so it's Sigilif, who can max, and Dracovish is locked into Outrage, Life Orb Outrage. Sigilif comes out. Here comes the max. Let's see how much damage a Life Orb Outrage does to a Dynamax Sigilif. Just under 50%, like 11 HP more and it would have been 50%. Meanwhile, Sigilif takes out Dracovish, so it is now Sigilif versus Rillaboom. Alright, Grassy Terrain comes out. Max Airstream from the Life Orb Sigilif. This looks to be it, folks. Grassy Glide. Big damage there. That was a crit. Max Airstream comes out. Rillaboom is down. The Minnesota Minior, the Rookie of the Year in the Hoenn Conference, wins 1-0 over College Station Good Bull. They are the Hoenn Conference champions. Yo, that was sick, y'all. That was sick. I'm really impressed at both of those games. Gert, congratulations to you. Maliam, congratulations to you, boss. Insane. We have a 1v1 in Sceptile Bowl 3. So, I can't freaking wait for that, guys. I cannot freaking wait for that. That is going to be awesome. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for joining TPL Conference Semifinals. I'm going to get started on those Conference Champion graphics, and I will see you guys for our Platinum Nuzlocke stream resuming Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Flaming out. I'm watching the Hawks game.